In this presentation, we will show how the DSC 214 polymer of NETCH can help increase the output of your quality control. The polymer was particularly developed for DSC measurements on polymers. For this, the typical temperature program includes two heatings. The DSC curve of each heating provides different information about the sample. The first heating gives an indication about the thermal history of the polymer. What temperature was used for processing? How was it cooled after processing? How was it stored? How high is the degree of crystallinity? Cooling has to be carried out at a controlled rate so that the sample gets a specific thermal history at the beginning of the second heating. This allows for identification of the tested polymer in the subsequent heating. The results of the second heating are important in quality control, where the delivered material has to be checked prior to its processing. This answers the questions: is the polymer the correct one? Is it pure? Does it contain contamination? Let us start with the DSC measurement on polyethylene terephthalate, better known as PET. Here, the sample was heated twice over the melting peak at 20 Kelvin per minute. Cooling was also carried out at 20 Kelvin per minute. The continuous line represents the temperature signal as a function of time. The DSC curve, presented in dashed lines, shows different effects during the first and the second heatings. Here, both heatings of the PET measurement are temperature scaled. During the first heating, the glass transition and the melting peak of PET were detected 86 degrees and 245 degrees, respectively. During the cooling at 20 Kelvin per minute, the polymer didn't have time to crystallize. This leads to a bigger step of the glass transition in the second heating and to a crystallization peak found at 163 degrees. If you are interested only in the identification of the polymer, then you can carry out the first heating faster. Actually, the results of the second heating are only affected by the cooling rate of the previous cooling and not by the measurement conditions of the first heating. This is, of course, true if the first heating is carried out over the melting temperature of the material to allow for completely erasing its thermal history, but without any degradation. Running the first heating faster leads to shortening of the measurement time and thus a higher sample throughput. When we get back to our PET example, our measurement carried out at 20 Kelvin per minute took 49 minutes. The DSC 214 polymer can be operated at much higher heating rates thanks to its Arena furnace, a furnace of small thermal mass. Here, carrying out the first heating at 200 Kelvin per minute results in a reduction of the measurement time of 30%. This calculation only takes the measurement times into account and not the cooling times between two measurements. Due to its small furnace, the DSC 214 Polyma allows for saving plenty of measurement time. The more samples you have to measure, the more time advantage you gain with this DSC.